Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thanks for coming and checking out this video. It does mean a lot to me and I appreciate it. Maybe hit that like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that too. So I want to kind of bring up a thing. I've been thinking about it. I mean, I've said a lot about kind of living in a city and some of the things that are going to happen when SHTF happens and stuff like that. But I kind of started rethinking one thing specifically, and I don't know if that is really going to be the case. But being in a city, you have a flashbulb moment, you have an attack on the city or something like that, power down, pretty much any case that you want to throw out there, that everybody's going to basically try to get out of the city. The freeways are going to get congested, a car's going to break down, there's going to be an accident, traffic's going to come to a stop, and you're going to be stuck if you don't get out first thing. If you're not one of the first people on the freeway to get out of there, you're going to be stuck. And yes, in that case, that probably would happen. But are people actually going to be leaving? Now, we're thinking in the mindset of preparedness. We're thinking in the mindset of a prepper. To where if something would happen and we're in a city, we got to get out of there. I don't necessarily think most people are going to be thinking that way. Especially for the first chunk of this happening, maybe even up to a month, definitely a couple weeks. I don't think people are going to be leaving. So, I mean, my biggest thing is a power down situation for whatever reason. If that was to happen, a lot of people say, in a couple days, freeways are going to be locked up. You're not going to be able to travel. You're going to have to take the side roads. You're going to have to take railroad tracks, more of the difficult ways of transport compared to the freeway. Now, if you think about it, you get a power down. Definitely for probably the first week, I think everybody's thinking it's coming. Any second now the power is going to come back on. After 2 weeks, I think that people are going to be thinking the gas stations are down, the grocery stores are down, everything is down. We can't get fuel, we can't get gas. So how are we going to ration the gas that we have until the system comes back up and everything goes back to normal? Because 2 weeks is still not a long time. Is everybody going to burn up their half a tank of gas that they have in their car or a quarter tank of gas to bail the city? I don't know if they will. I think people are logical enough to think you're going to need fuel to get out. And that is even if, say you live in Little Rock and Mobile didn't get affected. Can we get to Mobile and we'll be able to get power and gas and stuff like that there? A situation like that. Or San Diego to LA or anything. I don't necessarily think people are going to be thinking that way. Maybe. So I think right away when a power down situation happens, people are going to be sitting. There might be a little of the beehive. There might be people that are going to be driving a couple blocks to a grocery store, see if they can get some food. But they're going to be basically locked in the city. Now, if everybody was a prepper and everybody was thinking, I got a bug out location and I have a family that are more prepared that will be able to go to some other family members' houses 500 miles away or 100 miles away or 50 miles away for that matter, that we'll be able to go there and we have a plan to do this. Now, I think it's going to take a little while for people to say, we have to get out of here. We have to go to a plan B that we just made up recently since this all happened, not a previous plan of any sort, because people are going to be doing this on the fly. Now, even in that case, if 2 weeks into it, people start saying, yeah, we need to get out, I don't think the freeway is going to be very congested. I mean, at least there's a chance of it. Yes, there will probably be broken down cars. The services aren't going to be picking up vehicles. Accidents are going to stay as they are. Tow trucks aren't coming. Emergency support isn't coming. any of that. So there are going to be issues, but I think they're going to be completely traversable, or you're going to be able to drive on the streets. Definitely having a four-wheel drive, a Jeep or something like that might be better, because you might have to get around situations off-road and whatnot. But it's not going to be like a gridlock, I don't think. Or will it? I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about this and figured I'd put up a video about thinking about the other side of things, you know, think about things a little bit different. Also, I think there's going to be just as many people. Let's say you have your kids in college in, let's just say, St. Louis. St. Louis is going to go to shit really quick. It's already gone to shit, but it's probably going to get really bad. And you have parents that are down in, you know, a few hundred miles away. Usually kids don't go to college in a local state college. They usually go off to college. So you're going to have your parents worrying about your kids. Especially if you have, you know, one of the parents that have a little bit of a survival mentality or a prepper mentality, or they're just logical. They're going to say, we have to go get them. We have to go bring them home so we can protect our family and protect our kids. That is going to be a thing. So you're going to have people going into the SHTF cities probably as much as trying to get out. I don't really know if it's going to be that classic prepper mentality, SHTF, grid down, gridlock on the freeways to where you are not going to be able to move. I don't know if that's going to be the case. It might over time. It might over a month, 2 months, 6 months. It might become that way as more accidents, breakdowns, running out of gas, and all these things happen on the freeway. They are going to get congested at some point. But is it going to be in the first 72 hours like a lot of people say? I don't know. I mean, just something to think about. What do you think? So, yeah, just kind of wanted to bring this up. It's something I was just sitting on the couch this morning, having a hot dog for breakfast. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I did do a 4th video, but happy 4th to everybody. And I do want to mention something on that as well. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my heart that I have, and kind of my newer appreciation, love, and respect for the country in the United States that, you know, I was working during the 4th. I was driving around during the 4th. I'm watching everybody celebrating, having a good time. I'm watching, you know, a couple of the people that live close to us had some parties, had, you know, upwards of 50 people over, and they're doing big fireworks shows, and everybody's enjoying the 4th of July. Even the patriotism that's around this area here in the Ozarks. Families walking around in the streets wearing red, white, and blue. Just really patriotic, American-loving people here. And all over the place. It's not just here. It's all over the place. I wanted to, for myself, mentally enjoy this time right now. Enjoy these little holidays that we have in our country. Enjoy these little times that we have it easy right now. Because 4th of July 2025 might be a completely different world, and it might have a complete different meaning than it does for this year. This year, it's another day. This year, it's another 12-pack of beer and barbecued hot dogs. Next year, it might be completely different. It might be more Independence Day than it is the 4th of July. But I just wanted to bring that up, something I was thinking about, and it almost made me a little bit sad. Just kind of looking around and kind of about how oblivious and how naive most of the country is. A little bit sad, but yes, I hope everybody had a great 4th. I hope the next 4th of July is even better than this one. So with that, I'll leave it there. Till next time, I'll talk to you then. Peace.